crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. All right, yesterday was all about silver. Today is all about cryptos and the number one crypto, THETA. THETA Network, THETA Labs. I cannot stress enough, if you like cryptos, dive deeper. Dive deeper. Look at the top 4 cryptos. 2 of them are completely deep state crypto cabal entities, Tether and XRP. Understand that they're going to be taken down to zero. They're going to be taken down to zero. That's when Trump takes over again, or the military takes over. Tether and XRP will be taken down to zero. If Biden is implemented as the next president for the next 4 years, Tether and XRP, Tether will stay as vibrant as ever. XRP will go to the moon like all the people wanted it to, the people who got conned into buying XRP. I'm telling you, it's the deep state coin. XRP, Tether, and there's a few others. There's going to be a huge shakeout in cryptos. I don't think Bitcoin will be the best crypto in the long run. Why? Because all the industrial investors that are coming in now are going to be selling. They're required by law to liquidate Bitcoin when the rest of their assets are failing. Just remember that. It's great. It's like everything else. It's great going up, but coming down sucks. The stock market, the bond market for the last 100 years has been great going up because everybody's buying the same thing. If they all try to get out and the rigging stops, they all try to get out at the same time, it goes to blank, to nothing. Bitcoin's the same way. You got a whole bunch of industrial investors getting in. When the old system crashes, they're all going to be trying to get out of what they got into, mainly Bitcoin. So I do see, I think it will survive. Of course it will survive. It just won't have that kingpin type of feel to it anymore, in my opinion. I think Bitcoin will drop down to number 3 or 4 on the list. As far as market cap, I do think THETA will go to number 1. It's better, it's faster, it's not an ICO, there's a million reasons, and it's needed. All the other cryptocurrencies to work, we need expanded broadband starting now. Starting now. And that's what THETA does. It expands the broadband. So I do see it, and you can call me crazy. Hell, they called me crazy last year when I said THETA's going to go crazy, and it went up 40x. And I'm saying this year it's going to go up more than 40x. Ultimately, it will be the number 1 cryptocurrency as far as market cap. It's just more useful. It's faster. It's so much cheaper than Ethereum. I am getting so many emails now about people trying to get out of Ethereum or transfer other tokens on Ethereum, and to actually transact on Ethereum is costing them $2, $3, $4, $5. I heard an $8 one for one transaction on Ethereum. And by the way, THETA is 15 times faster. It's the same code, and it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent to do one transaction. And by the way, it's safer. It's more safe. With the validator nodes and Guardian node backup, THETA, I would say, is the safest blockchain out there too. The most secure. It's just the way it was set up. Whoever's behind THETA, and there is a guy behind the guys we know about, there is an entity, there is a person behind that, is probably the smartest person on the planet as far as cryptos are going and what THETA needed to do. And THETA, if you look at, oh my God, look at the THETA, where is it? The roadmap for 2021. Every quarter is a monster announcements coming down the pike. For first quarter, and remember, we're what? Halfway through the first month, right? So we only have 2.5 months, and they're going to do all this in 2.5 months. TNT 20, Theta Token, Theta Network Token, Minter expanded for NTFs. Pre-Elite Edge node, that's already out there. You can stake your Theta Fuel. One-click delegated staking within the Theta wallet, that is going to save so much headaches on the road to Ruta. Everybody's, how do I get Theta? How do I delegate? How do I stake my Theta? It's going to be one click. That's what Theta, these guys are brilliant. Look at this, a decentralized exchange on the Theta blockchain. All this in the first quarter, in the next 2.5 months. NFT marketplace on the Theta blockchain. Second hackathon launches, which is going to get a lot more attention, which means all the Ethereum programmers programming in the same language can go over to Theta and say, oh my God, it's so much better. It's what Vitalik Buterin would have loved to invent when he first started Ethereum. There you go. No, it's not a commercial for Theta. It's what I think. It's what I think is going to happen. Also, we have a change on the road to Ruta, for private road members. Yes, we are still giving out 10 Theta and 10 Theta Fuel, but we would like the first option. Because of the mail, it's taken some people 30 days to get their paper wallets in the mail. We want the first option for you guys to open up your own Theta wallet. It's very simple to do. Go to the App Store. Look up, do a search for Theta Wallet on your smartphone. Just deal with your smartphone now or your tablet. The online wallet is different. So they're all different wallets. So just use your smartphone. It's the easiest. And it's safe. Look up Theta Wallet on your smartphone. Download the app. When you open a new wallet, it'll say write down your 12-word. So if you ever lose your phone, you can use your 12 words and hide your 12 words and you're safe with all your silver. And that will give you an online Theta wallet, and then Amy will send directly to you 10 Theta and 10 Theta Fuel if you give her the receive address. Now, they call it the receive address on the Theta wallet. It's the same as the public address. They're interchangeable. So that's all you need to do. When you join the private road or renew, instead of waiting weeks and over a month now sometimes to get mail through the normal post, we can send it to you directly. This is with all private road memberships. It's $2.99 for a year. You get all the private road data, all the Jenny Moonstone readings, all the Theta data. We do have a huge Theta page. It's getting bigger and bigger. It explains everything you need to know about Theta. And yeah, that's where we are. Congratulations to all the Road to Ruta members who have gotten through the Caleb and Brown gauntlet. They have to do KYC, know your customer as well. So it takes like 10 days right now because everybody wants to get it. And those of you who have you got Theta on sale, at least for a little bit. Theta has jumped back over $2, unfortunately. No, fortunately. I like the slow and steady growth. I don't like the hyper growth. Like it jumped to $250. Do I think it's worth $250? I think it's worth $3,000. But when it jumps too fast, you got your traders coming in and your market manipulators and all that. Slow and steady wins the race. This year, it's going to be over 40x. It's going to put us at $88.88 at some point. In my opinion, this is not financial advice. It was probably lucky I got last year right, correct? My biggest hope, the best thing for Road to Ruta members would be Theta kind of hums along around this price. Silver goes ballistic, goes to $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, and then people are able to sell their silver to buy Theta and get the double dip. The double dip in Theta, silver and Theta. Those are the two things you want in your hands as we go through this transition that's getting really ugly. But it's good. You know, it's the birthing of a new country. What we don't understand is just how controlled we were in the past. Now it's becoming obvious. All right. So yeah, I see cryptos will continue to go up. Some will be gone. SEC will go after those who ICO'd. So if you have a coin that ICO'd and hasn't gone through the gauntlet yet, think twice about it. You don't want to be at the receiving end of the criminal SEC cattle prod, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, I like a lot of cryptos. I love Litecoin. I love Bitcoin Cash. I just think out of all of them, Theta is going to do much, much better. It's got a better use case. Now, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, their use case is a means of exchange, as money. When will the economic system fail and we need that? I don't know. I do know we need the Theta Labs protocol immediately to continue using the internet at expanding capacity. Broadband is literally the biggest problem. The biggest problem for all the service providers, all like Netflix and Amazon and Verizon, and all of them know what's coming. And that is the squeezing of broadband. There's just not enough room for the Internet of Things to come on the scene. We're seeing it already with all these people using Zoom and downloading movies. Theta solves the problem. That's why it's going to be number one in the cryptos. All right. $2.14 right now. I'm hoping my graph is correct. Come March or February 1st, I'm looking at $2.50, and then March 1st looking at $3, and then April is the big month. The end of April is when Theta 3.0 mainnet gets launched, the new blockchain that does so much more. And oh, by the way, I believe that's what Coinbase is waiting for. And you have the marketing campaign of all marketing campaigns has yet to hit yet, but I'm real excited about that as well. A lot of the remote viewers said once that hits, it's goodbye Theta. Off to beyond the moon, beyond the solar system, beyond the galaxy. That's how high Theta is going to go, in my opinion. So right now it's let's find out where it is. It's way down the chart. Remember when it was in the hundreds? I'm like, it's going to the 80s, 90s, 50s. Right now it's number 18. I think Theta will be up in the top 10 within a couple months, which is a $6 billion market cap. Right now, Theta has a $2 billion market cap, so 3x in the next couple months, in my opinion. And then it will start the assault down to the top 5, and then I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some craziness in cryptos. If Trump wins and he takes out the crypto cabal, you're going to see Tether go away. You're going to see XRP go away. You're going to see a lot of craziness. You got to be able to just hang on to your tokens no matter what the price is. I like for Theta, I like watching the Guardian Monitor IO. This shows you how many are staked. Right now, there's over 56% staked and getting higher and higher every day. And this is not even the big guys. Verizon hasn't even announced they're part of Theta. They are part of Theta. Sony hasn't even announced. Samsung did announce. All of Netflix, Amazon, they're all going to need Theta. Stake withdrawals are getting lower. 3.8 million. It was at 5 or 6 million. That's people taking their Theta out. Usually when you have a price dip, people go, oh shit, I should have been in something else. That's the way crypto people invest. So they'll unstake their Theta, and then halfway through, when Theta starts jumping back up again, they're like, damn, I should have kept it staked. And then they go back in and stake it again, and then they learn a lesson that this is very volatile, and everybody's better off just hodling. By the way, those looking for a return on their T-Fuel. I don't invest in Theta because I'm looking for a specific financial return. I don't invest in gold because I expect a specific financial return. I don't invest in gold at all. I don't invest in silver for a return. I expect those assets to appreciate in value. So those people saying, well, Theta sucks because the T-Fuel you get is only like 1%. That's terrible return on your money. That's not why I invest in Theta. And that's not why you should invest in Theta. I think I look at T-Fuel as a bonus. Yes, T-Fuel is needed in the ecosystem. And they will probably create more T-Fuel down the line. They already did, and they invented this staking thing. But yes, as T-Fuel is needed in the entire Theta sphere for broadband sharing, it will be created. There's no cap. Now, Theta, on the other hand, is capped. There'll be no more than 1 billion tokens made. And oh, by the way, 56% of them are already locked up, and a lot more are coming. So these validator nodes will be filled. I think they're looking for about 20. So 7 more, I would guess. Netflix, Amazon, Verizon, Apple, Google was already there. I don't know, you name it. It's going to be big names as far as validator nodes. And then the Guardian nodes are just exploding already, but a lot of people using Gpool because you're guaranteed uptime. Now, I did get a customer say, hey, Bix, 300 of these nodes went offline. Here's the deal. When the power goes out, you need to restart your Theta Guardian node. You got to download the blockchain again and do the whole process. You got to remember that. If you turn off your computer, if your computer goes to sleep and it's not running in the background, you got to restart your Guardian node because it's got to be up and running at all times. That's why I recommend using Gpool. Now, Theta, it sounds like with this one-click staking, they're going to run their own type of Gpool also. That's great. The more large pools there are, the more uptime we have for people, and the easier it is for people to get involved. All right? So, yes, those of you looking to join the Road to Ruta, go to roadtoruta.com, hit subscribe today. We will send you, hopefully on your phone, because it's easy to set up a Theta wallet. Again, it looks just like that. Take a mental shot of that in your head. You'll just type Theta wallet in your iPhone, on your pad, Android, wherever your app store is. You'll see that. You download it. You write down your 12 words, and you're good to go. And then join the private road. We will send you electronically your Theta. Or if you don't want to do that, you're like, hell no. I want that physical wallet. We will mail it to wherever you are in the world. It just might take a long time. But we prefer, because you're going to want to learn how to do this stuff anyway. We prefer you set up a wallet, a Theta wallet, and we will send you directly. That day, as soon as we get your money, we'll send you the 10 Theta and 10 Theta fuel right to your wallet. Okay, and, oh, by the way, on the private road, we have all kinds of stuff, including the Theta page, which talks about Theta, the analysis why Theta is going to be huge. Everything from there's a report on the future of broadband. That's the genesis behind this whole thing, is that Theta is necessary for the internet to continue to function properly, for cryptos to continue to function properly. We have to expand broadband, and that's exactly what Theta has done, and it's patented. It's a patented technology. All right, moving on. I did want to point out, Paige and I did a Word Wednesday with Paige yesterday, and that word was COMEX. We talk about the COMEX, the criminality, how silver is priced on the COMEX, and there's no other exchange on the planet that prices silver other than the COMEX, believe it or not. And the amount of volumes, check it out. Go to roadtoruta.com, Word Wednesday with Paige. Okay, people say, Bix, where do you get your news? Where do you get your mainstream news? I love the Epic Times. They are the closest thing to real reporting, the Epic Times. Go check that out. I look at everything. I even watch CNN on occasion, or look at their website on occasion. I want to know what the enemy's doing. But you want to get the real news, Epic Times. Bravo to those guys over at Epic Times. And on the private road tomorrow, I'm talking with the warrior herself, Miss Jenny Moonstone. We're going to talk about what her experience. She was on the January 6th. She was there in Washington. I want to see if she ran into the Capitol. I want to see if she's running on the lam right now. I don't think she got into any trouble. Don't worry. But really interesting stuff, and we're going to talk about even more about silver and Theta, because now is the time. Now is the time you need to get your assets in your own possession immediately. Immediately. If you don't have a local silver dealer, send an email to Andy Scheckman at Miles Franklin. Here's his email, Andy, A-N-D-Y, at milesfranklin.com, milesfranklin.com. He will also, and he's getting so many people doing this right now, swap your gold for silver. Right now, I don't know what the ratio is, something like 70-1. He will swap your gold for silver. Send him an email, say, oh my God, I'm stuck with gold. There's so much gold in the world. There's massive amounts of gold. Nobody knows how much gold there is in the world. Silver, there's very little silver in the world. Very little, and it's needed in other places. It is the no-brainer of a lifetime. Anyway, send Andy an email. And again, roadtoruta.com. I'm going to be putting a lot more on the private road now. Oh, also, I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube. Ron Paul got kicked off of YouTube. I'm going to get kicked off of YouTube. Trump got kicked off of YouTube. I beg of you, go to roadtoroota.com, and on the left side there, even if you've done it before, because sometimes my system kicks people out for unknown reasons. Subscribe to the public road. It's free. You will get emails sent to you almost daily with little updates on what's going on and links to all the videos. Again, roadtoroota.com. Put your name and email address in for free public road updates. This is where I will go when I get kicked off YouTube and off social media. I will go to roadtoroota.com. All my videos are already posted there every day. I don't have an archive of videos in there except for the private road. Private road, all the private road videos are archived as you go down the whole list of things, which is, if you look at the private road right here, there's private roads, all these things. Jenny Moonstone, Road to the Future, Year Zero updates, Cliff High interview from Vegas, Fed bailouts, which I stopped. The reason I stopped keeping track of the Fed bailouts, they were doing massive amounts behind the scenes and not telling anybody, so it was impossible to track. It's in the quadrillions. It is in the quadrillions. Ruda's notes on Oz, the Great and Powerful. You want to watch that. Unedited Cliff High. Woo-woo timelines. The Sedona Vortex, my conversation with God. And then if you hit Friday Road Trip Archives, you get everything I've ever posted on the private road. Look at all that. You get your money's worth. That's crazy. I don't even know how many articles I have. I know on the site there's over 3,000. So there you go. Again, go to roadtoroota.com and join and like and subscribe to this video. And as long as YouTube lets me do this, I know it's the biggest audience is on YouTube. I think senior management of YouTube will be removed and YouTube will continue going. I'm just not sure how long that will take. Again, I will be posting everything on roadtoroota.com when the time comes. I do it now every day, but when the time comes, that might be the only place you can find me. So make sure you sign up, put your name and email in. All right, this is Bix. I'll talk to you later.
Well, I grew up in the USA. I was taught that speech was free. Birmingham to Burning Man, you can speak any truth you see. Lately things have changed, they say I can't speak truth no more. And I'm just sitting here wondering who they are working for. See, they're gonna kick me off of YouTube unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They decide what's right, they decide what's wrong, they ban what won't conform. They sit in shadows, they run the gallows, say I must abide the norm. Without free speech we lose freedom, they cut off our free will. If I find truth that they don't like, they'll label me a shill. And then they're gonna kick me off of YouTube unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say, as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. Now wait a minute, it's not like me to give up on a fight. I'll expose their evil plans, bring their shadows into light. And I'll name names, I'll play their games, I've got them in my sight. They're trying to change the USA, I'll fight for what is right. So they can kick me off for YouTube. 9/11's all about building 7 and it ain't okay. And they can delete all my Facebook, but socialists fail every time in every single way. And they can shadow ban my Twitter, but I'm looking up at chemtrail skies each and every day. See, they have no right to ban anything I have to say, and I'll fight for free speech in the USA. I'm gonna fight for free speech in the USA. It's my right, free speech in the USA.